Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to our Lenten journey, day 2. Today's saint who will guide us through this day is Saint John Paul II. He says, "Stand up. Do not focus on your weaknesses and faults. Straighten up, stand up, and go." What a beautiful and yet very simple phrase. We like to focus on our weaknesses. Sometimes we contemplate them in a certain sense, giving spin, just pitting ourselves, considering that we are too weak to move forward. And on one hand, it's true, we are weak, we are fragile. But in this situation, St. John Paul II says, do not focus on your weaknesses and faults. That's the first recommendation he gives us. Do not focus on those things. Sometimes, confessing people, there would be an individual, a penitent, who would come with this one thing, and over again he gives spin over this one particular vice. That's already good. He or she sees this particular sin. But later on different occasions, it's only this one particular sin, and this occupies all this space. And the danger is that we cannot see, we're unable to discern that there are other issues, other problems, that maybe this particular sin, our fault, is just a manifestation of deeper realities. Straighten up, stand up. It reminds me this episode from the book of Exodus, when the people had to look up towards the serpent that was placed on the pole. Do you realize that when those little serpents were biting them as a punishment for judging and criticizing Moses, for grumbling, they were forced to look down when those little serpents were coming out, but the Lord told them to raise your heads, lift up your sight, and look at the serpent placed, mounted on the pole. A gesture of trust, of confidence. Don't focus on those little serpents that are biting you, in the sense that they are not the focal point. It is Jesus Christ, His grace, His love towards you. You may say today, "Lord, you love me. You have given and stored so many gifts in my life. You have encouraged me all throughout different challenges I was going through. Grant me your strength. Help me, Lord." Therefore, as we live this time of Lent, today is this Thursday after Ash Wednesday, let us look to the Lord. If you find yourself weak, if you fall, if you encounter certain issue with yourself, the evil one will come and will tell you, there's no point to continue this Lent. You're weak. Why to even bother and struggle? Just give it up. This is what the devil wants. St. John Paul II says, don't do that. Straighten up. Look towards the Lord and go. Just this phrase, this one imperative. Let us be on our way, as Jesus Christ said. Let us go. I invite you today, as St. John Paul II tells each and every one of us, stand up. Do not focus on your weaknesses and faults. Straighten up, stand up, and go.